The American singer and actress Tisha Campbell is worth $700,000 in total. Probably her most well-known role as an actress is Gina Waters-Payne from the 1990s sitcom Martin. She starred alongside Martin Lawrence in the series as a main cast member, but she didn't really show up in most of the fifth season's episodes due to a sexual harassment lawsuit she filed against Lawrence and the show's producers. She did return for the two-part series finale after the lawsuit with the production company was settled, but only on the understanding that she would not work with Lawrence in any capacity or share any scenes with him. Her resume features notable parts in hits like 1988's School Days and the House Party series, where her performances were well received by critics and audiences alike, establishing her as a major player in the comedy and musical genres. Campbell maintained her reputation as a household name in television by landing starring parts in sitcoms like My Wife and Kids, where she portrayed Janet J. Kyle. She has become a cherished character on the small screen thanks to her ability to infuse her roles with warmth and humor. Campbell has also appeared on television on a regular basis in series like Empire, demonstrating her versatility in more dramatic parts. Her performances during her notable cameos in a number of series have also left a lasting impression. If you were hoping for Tisha to have a higher net worth, you were saddened to learn that she has had several financial problems as a result of her 1996 to 2020 marriage to Duane Martin, although they officially separated in 2018. 2 years prior to their divorce, in 2016, Duane and Tisha declared bankruptcy. According to the filing, the couple had few assets and $15.1 million in debt. Tisha claimed to have only $7 when she filed for divorce in February 2018. Much more about their real estate, divorce, and bankruptcy can be found later in this post below. Childhood. On October 13, 1968, Tisha Michelle Campbell was born in Oklahoma City. Tisha, who was raised in Newark, New Jersey with 5 siblings, was motivated to pursue a career in music by her mother, a gospel singer and vocal coach. In his free time, her father, who was also a singer, mastered the game of chess. Tisha finally enrolled at the Washington Academy of Music. Career. Tisha began her acting career at a very young age. She made her television debut at age 6 in a 1974 episode of The Big Blue Marble. She made appearances in programs like Kids Are People Too, Unicorn Tales, and Captain Kangaroo over the ensuing few years. In 1986, Campbell achieved a significant milestone when she was cast in the movie Little Shop of Horrors. It was when she was 16. Tisha relocated to Hollywood in order to advance her acting career after receiving her high school diploma. It was a wise decision as she soon secured a position on the NBC musical comedy series Rags to Riches. But after only 1 season, the program was eventually canceled in 1988. After leaving the show, Campbell made a second move into film, landing a starring role in the movie School Days. She kept getting cast for films like Rooftops, Another 48 Hours, Boomerang, and all 3 House Party flicks over the course of the following few years. Campbell began appearing in the cast of Martin, starring Martin Lawrence, in 1992. For Tisha, the role was a bad experience even though it helped her career progress. In 1997, following a widely reported incident of sexual harassment, she departed the show. Tisha made an appearance in 122 of the 132 episodes of the show overall. She later reached a settlement out of court for an undisclosed sum after accusing Martin Lawrence of sexual harassment. In the same year, she starred in the 1998 Hallmark made-for-TV movie The Sweetest Gift before signing on for a recurring gig in the ABC comedy series My Wife and Kids, which ran until 2005. She made time during this time to feature in the movie The Last Place on Earth. More cameos on TV series like Everybody Hates Chris and Rita Rocks. Her cast debut was in the 2011 police drama series The Protector. She signed a contract in 2015 to star in the sitcom Dr. Ken, but the show was canceled after just 2 seasons. Soundtrack. In the music business, Tisha Campbell has also achieved considerable success. In 1992, she released her debut album, Tisha. Later on, she wrote a song for the Sprung soundtrack. She made several music video appearances in the 1990s and 2000s. Tisha resumed releasing a number of singles towards the end of the decade. Relationships actor Duane Martin and Tisha Campbell were married in 1996. They had 2 children together over the course of their relationship. 2018 saw the filing of Martin and Campbell's divorce following a financial dispute. Insolvency. Tisha Campbell filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy with her husband Dwayne Martin in 2016. The couple had just $313,000 in assets between them and over $15 million in debt, according to court documents. They had $248,000 in personal property and $65,000 in real estate on their asset list. Tisha and Dwayne claimed that despite having nearly $17,000 in monthly expenses, their monthly income was only $7,655. Records also showed that they possessed a variety of automobiles, such as a Jeep Wrangler, a 1999 Kawasaki Drifter, a 2014 Range Rover, and a 2016 Range Rover. A total debt of $15,145,387 to different creditors was found in the documents. Among them were loans totaling $3 million for real estate from Broadway Federal Bank and $9.5 million for a personal guarantee from the city of Los Angeles. Not surprisingly, during this turbulent time, the couple also struggled to pay their taxes, and it is said that they owed tens of thousands of dollars in back taxes. Separation. After 22 years of marriage, Tisha filed for divorce from Dwayne in February 2018. Tisha had assets valued at $1.5 million at the time, but no consistent source of income, as later court documents disclosed. She stated that Dwayne's monthly income was more than $62,000, while her personal expenses for the month were $33,000. Tisha also confirmed long-running rumors that Dwayne had been hiding money in a variety of ways, including an unreported real estate purchase. Her assertion that Dwayne had $750,000 worth of shirts, 500 shirts, each worth $1,500, was one of her more outrageous claims. The divorce between Tisha and Dwayne was eventually completed in December 2020. The settlement stipulated that neither spouse would be entitled to receive child or spousal support. Tisha was granted permission to keep her 2020 BMW and her leased house. Dwayne was permitted to keep 2 motorcycles, a leased Bentley, and a separate leased house. Property. Tisha and Dwayne reportedly sold a Lake Arrowhead, California property in 2009 for $1.597 million. The couple had paid $880,000 for the property back in 2004. The house has 3,858 square feet of living area, and anyone with a boat can access the water via the slip dock. The couple bought a second Chatsworth property in 2005 for $900,000, and that became their primary home. Dwayne was required to sell this Chatsworth property as part of his bankruptcy agreement in order to pay off numerous debts, including a $1.5 million loan from none other than Will Smith. Tisha Campbell, however, took action to prevent her ex-husband from profiting from the Chatsworth property's sale. Tisha contended that neither Dwayne nor his family should be permitted to profit from the sale of the real estate because Dwayne was so deeply in debt and had practically forced the couple to sell their family home.